What's going on, guys? Hutch here with the next Kronos Rising War Recap. This is a special one. This is a Potluck War Recap. This is the second Potluck that we've done since the merger. First one we lost Red at Alfino by like 1 star, I think, or maybe even percentage. In this one, we just beat OneHive Swarm. Shout out to those guys and girls over at OneHive Swarm. Awesome attack. I know there was some people from 2.0 and I think a couple of other clans or whatever in there as well. So shout out to those guys and girls over there. Awesome war, 85-85. We edged them out on percentage. Let's take a look at the war map here. So they 2-starred our Town Hall 11s, and then they had 1, 2, 3 Town Hall 10 triples. And then they cleared all of our 9s. I believe they used like 3 or 4 dips to do so. Including the last attack of the war was actually a dip from a 10. I guess they had a 9 not show up. That's why they had 59 attacks. They really could have got to 86 and put a real. It would have been real tough for us to get to 86. But if we got there, we would have won on percentage as well. But either way, let's look at their side of the map. So we did actually only 1-star number 1, unfortunately. We 2-starred number 2, and then we had 1, 2, 3, 4 Town Hall 10 triples, and we cleared all 9s with I think 3 dips. I want to say. So again, awesome war to OneHive Swarm. We'll be looking forward to matching up with you guys again in the future. Awesome war. So let's get started on the attacks. First attack is on number 3 by myself, and I was always a La Loon guy. When we had the extra 30 seconds, I would queen walk the Loon, everything, literally everything. So Loon has been back a little bit, especially with these spread open bases the way they are. It's a little bit easier to La Loon because you can get a lot more value out of a kill squad because the base is so spread out. So I got a kill squad of a Golem, my King, Queen, 4 Valks, and a Wiz. Sneaks in there. So my objective here is to get the Queen, get the CC, get the Inferno, and get at least 1 AD. So I burn a Rage for that kill squad to push them through. I pop the King's ability. The Queen ends up going around. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's okay for right now. So I start my La Loon from the bottom, just surgically placing those balloons. Spell placement is huge here too. So the first hound's about to pop. I got a nice path going towards the next set of defenses. Queen took care of that CC, so that's why I said it wasn't a big deal. She takes out some other outlying buildings. My Grand Warden gets right into the middle of the shit, which I love. Pathing was just perfect. I got 3 packs of loons. You got this huge pack in the middle, that pack up there about to kill that AD. So I pop my my Warden ability. I got 2 hounds up. I got a freeze in the bag that I drop on that AD, which actually in retrospect I wish I didn't drop it. Huge pack of loons, just because I would want that AD to pop one of those hounds, but I just wanted to be safe. I could have probably swagged that out, but like I said, I want to be safe. Oh, there goes a red bomb. But a couple defenses left, tons of loons in the bag, tons of pups on cleanup, and that's a crush base. This was not fresh. This was a cleanup. And I knew that triple bomb was in the core, so I really didn't have a way for bowlers to get around it. So I said, you know what? Screw it. I knew what was in the CC. I knew he had some traps set to ground. So, I figured let's take a La Loon shot at it. I knew I'd be able to get some good value out of that kill squad. So, next one is number 4, and that's by myself as well. This was actually the attack that won the war for us. This was a fresh hit. We needed a 3-star this to win the war. And I did. So I actually noticed that it's almost the exact same layout as the last base we watched. Some of the buildings in this area right here, this little bend, are a little bit different, and he placed the town hall and some little structures of the core and buildings and stuff are different. So I thought about La Looning this, but not knowing what was in the CC and not knowing what traps are set to air, versus ground or whatever. I didn't really want to take the chance. I figured he'd have a boatload of giant bombs right there, which he ends up having. So I did get to soak up 1. Looks like he had 3 there also. Yeah, So I was able to soak up one, but I had those healers on the bowlers, and since the base was so spread apart, the Inferno wasn't hitting them. So as they hit those giant bombs, they were actually getting healed back up. As you can see, a lot of my bowlers are still alive and kicking. And I was actually watching this attack on my other account. I run 2 accounts during the end of war sometimes just to see double lives and stuff like that. But um, the chat was hype, and Alex was streaming. We were streaming the end of this war, and he actually had some technical difficulties uh, right as this, right as I hit the attack button. I think his battery died on his device that he was using to stream, but he told everybody that was watching in the chat that we got it. So yeah, it's a big attack there, big 3-star to lock it up for us with the mass bowlers. I didn't actually even want to throw that shade down. I was just like so hyped in the moment that I didn't even, I was just like blacked out and did it. So it was a great war, so I didn't mean to throw any shade there. But next one is 6. This is a Town Hall 10 on Town Hall 10 triple. That's the one thing I like about the potluck breakdown for middle class. You get 2 11s and I think it's 5 or 6 10s. So if you have like the perfect war in your 9s, clear 9s, and scout up on 10s, and then your 1 10 takes out both 11s, you don't have enough 11 hits to cover the Town Hall 10s. So it forces you to get Town Hall 10 on 10 triples, which is awesome. I think that's the best part about it. If it was up to me, I probably would have done like 3 3 8 or something like that. Does that even work? 2 2 4 6? Yeah. I don't know. Either way, awesome event nonetheless. So Wing comes in here with he sets an awesome funnel to the left with this bowler walk, and then he just throws the rest of his bowlers in. I didn't realize he had double freeze here. He threw the first freeze down, and I was like, oh, okay, nice, not bad. So he gets through the Inferno and basically through the core, and he drops that second freeze, and I kind of thought that he messed it up a little bit. He actually probably could have got the Inferno in both expos, but that's okay. So the Inferno isn't going to do a lot of DPS, but it's just not going to heal those bowlers back up. So freezing those wasn't a terrible decision. So when that Inferno went down, and I noticed he had the Queen ability still, and what was left on the map, I knew he had gotten this, and this was a huge 3. This was a fresh hit 3, with like 3 or 4 hours left in war, and that's when we just had started really having our Town Hall 11s and 10s go to war. They were pretty quiet most of the war because we were worrying about the 9s, obviously. So let's speed this up a little bit. Speed this recap up here. This is part 1 of a 2-part recap. So this is just going to be the attacks on the Town Hall 10s. We didn't triple any 11s, so we wouldn't show that. But we did have some 10 on 10 triples like this in the next one. So awesome war to the guys at Kronos. Huge win. Awesome war. So let's go move on to the last one. It is number 8 by Simulatives, which is actually my Town Hall 10. I'm not sure if this was fresh or not. I don't think... No, I'm sorry, it was not fresh. I believe Samir went for this with miners and maybe failed. I don't really recall, but either way, I come with the bowlers. Create the funnel here. Make sure you get a couple defenses with that funnel. Golem that goes down right away. Pop that bomb at the corner, so I'm going to throw some wall breakers down now. And then just shove the bowlers in there. Queen goes down with the king. Jump goes down. Nice funnel created on this left side here. It's going to keep them from going far left. Throw a rage down. Out comes the CC. It's very manageable CC. Just some barbs and valks, unless I missed something. But Golem gets ahead and pops a giant bomb, which is great. Another giant bomb hits those bowlers to the right. I throw down a second rage. I still got a rage in the bag. Kind of hold it here to see what happens. I got some barbs tanking on these Teslas for the queen. That couldn't have happened any better. Big packed barbs getting in there. Solid. So I see a couple bowlers in the core still, so I dropped this last rage just to kind of help rage them through some of these buildings before they go down. Don't think they get this. Yep, he gets this Inferno. Bang, which is huge. These couple bowlers are going to get some heals going here. These bowlers have no healer, but there's about 10 of them on the outside, and there's no point defenses until they get around this area. This bowler is going to take a couple more shots here, and he's going to go down. The sweeper is what killed him. He would have stayed alive. Unfortunately, he doesn't get that sweeper, does he? He does get the sweeper, doesn't get the cannon in the back end. That would have been sweet. But I got a queen with their ability. I got 3 minions in the bag. This was a close one, yep. 3 minions in the bag. I got some healers for the bowlers and potentially my queen. So I start to just drop these things strategically. So if you notice here, watch, I'll drop a minion on this gold mine. Yep, boom. High HP storage. I know I need to get that out of the way as quick as possible, so I start on that when I know it's safe. I think I get another one on that gold mine. Perfect placement. I was a little worried about time here. It did come down to the wire. My queen's inside of a wall for some reason, so she's allowed to get hit. She's an idiot. She's walking in the wall. If she just didn't do that, she'd be fine. So she rounds the corner here. Now, last minion started on that gold storage. I'm gonna fast forward through the trash here, but we get the 3-star. This is this is a real close one. This might have actually been fresh. This actually I think was fresh if I recall, but another 3-star for the good guys. So that's it for this part of the war recap, guys. That was the Town Hall 10 and 11 portion of the war recap. Look out for the next video. That is going to be our Town Hall 9 recap. So thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe.